I mentioned earlier that typically we have trunk progressing towards the next major release of our software and maybe a branch or two representing earlier versions. Subversion does not come with these notions built in. You have to make this way of working possible by structuring your Subversion repository properly. In short, this boils down to having 3 top-level directories in your Subversion repository: trunk, branches, and tags, exactly as we did on our imaginary server a little earlier. The reasoning behind this will become clear as we do more with Subversion, so for now let's just roll with it. We need to restructure our project such that our current source code is in a directory called trunk, and branches and tags exist at the same level. In other words, we should have hello world/trunk containing a clean version of our source code, hello world/branches empty, and hello world/tags also empty. Now that we have that in place, we can go to the directory above hello world and we're ready to import. You're going to need a couple of things in place. If you want to follow along with this screencast, you'll need command line access to a Subversion client, usually an executable called svn. If you're using some other means of importing, like Tortoise svn or what have you, then the next few steps might not be of much use to you and you'll have to find your own way. In either case, you're going to need to know your Subversion repository URL. Typically, this is a HTTP or HTTPS URL, and it should be available from your Subversion administrator. Mine is https://subversion/repo. Now type svn import -m. -m means here is my comment associated with the operation. Initial import is your comment. Hello world is a directory containing the project we want to import. https://subversion/repo, the root URL of our repository, /hello world, naming the project again, and watch it go. To prove that your project was imported successfully, you can look at the Subversion repository in a web browser. Just type in the root URL of your repository. You'll have to get used to using the term repo now that you're a Subversion user, and you can browse the contents like a file system just by clicking through the links. It's important to point out that while there is now a copy of our project in Subversion, we cannot avail of Subversion features until we check out a working copy. So let's move hello world to hello world 2 and check out hello world trunk. Move hello world to hello world 2. Make a new hello world directory and cd into it. svn co is checkout. https://subversion/repo, which is the root URL of the Subversion repository. Hello world. We name the project we want to check out, and we say we want to check out trunk. Hit enter and watch it go. Now we can cd to trunk and build a war from scratch. And if we check its contents, we see the files we expect in the structure we expect. We've covered importing and checking out so far. That leaves checking in, branching, tagging and merging yet to be covered. We'll deal with them in subsequent sessions as we go through the development and release process of a typical project. These actions make more sense when seen in context. For now, let's review what we've covered already, then go and have a cup of tea. Source code control is not an option when it comes to successful software development. Having it in place means our code is in a managed environment and is backed up. We can be sure of what went into a particular release, and we can fix any former release that may have bugs in it. And we can scale up our development efforts easily by sharing the code in a safe manner with the team. Subversion is a fine source code control system. It offers all the essential source code control features and has the benefit of being well known, well understood, and well supported. We covered importing into it and checking out of it, and we'll get to the other operations in due course. Next time, we'll build on what we just did with Subversion by introducing continuous integration. This will see to it that each check-in we make to Subversion gets compiled and tested, so we can always be up to date with the health of our software. It takes a lot of the stress and worry out of software development, so then we can actually enjoy our cups of tea. So thanks for watching and see you next time.